And once again, it is the Sabbath Day Southeastern California Conference. And here we are, the body of Christ, across Southern California, throughout our churches, worshiping God together, praying together, and continuing to serve together. It has been, if you've been counting along with us, it has now been, and I'm going to use my hands, 40 weeks since we first had to close our church buildings and our schools. 40 weeks. This is week 40. I know that this has been a journey for all of us. We are now in a stay-home order throughout Southern California based on the ICU bed availability. As you know, we've messaged out to our pastors that church services are still allowed to be in person outdoors. We cannot do anything indoors except for our live streaming. I also know that just out of an abundance of caution and concern because of the escalating cases, that many of our churches have decided to cease those outdoor services until after the first of the year or until the stay-home order is no longer valid. But we are supporting the churches in their decision. Many of our churches still are meeting outdoors and having virtual opportunities. But please remember, because the intent of this time period is that we are extremely cautious, please remember to always wear your mask on our church campuses and to always stay distant and to sanitize. I know that we have challenges and questions that we continue to address on an individual basis. One of the ones that we continue to get a lot is, what about church offices? What about some of the other activities? Again, outdoors, meeting in a limited number of people for some Bible studies or other things, that's fine on the church campus as long as it's worship related. Our church offices, we're encouraging you to operate similar to what we're doing here at the conference office, where it's close to the public so that we're not interacting, but essential services such as reseating, taking care of the offerings and making sure the bulletins get done, things like that. For your staff, that's okay, but we again want to be sure that we are limiting that interaction with each other on our church campuses. Going into the holiday season, I know that this is particularly difficult, but know that as we continue together to take care of each other, to serve each other, and to be the body of Christ, that we can still make meaningful memories and celebrate this Advent season together. I've seen many of you in your online productions and just see how beautiful your programming is, so thank you. I want you to be aware of an opportunity that's coming up after the holiday here, January 9, the second Sabbath of the new year. How we look forward to the new year, don't we? With much hope and anticipation that it's going to be better than 2020. But we have an opportunity Sabbath afternoon on January 9 for you to attend another Equipped to Serve. You remember we've had these events at Loma Linda Academy, Mount Rubidoux, down at the San Diego Academy, and invited you to come as church members who are serving in your local church or who might want to serve in your local church, to come and get better equipped and get resources in order to carry out the ministries that you have. So there will be workshops for elders and deacons and Sabbath school leaders, and for those of you involved in prison ministry, community service, stewardship, all of the various ministries of the church. There will be a workshop for you. We want you to sign up. It'll be a virtual event, but very similar to the way we've done it in person, a short general session. Then you'll have an opportunity to attend 2 different workshops virtually with us that afternoon. It will only be 2.5 hours, and please do sign up. We look forward to seeing you on January 9. On this Sabbath day, as we are in the Advent season, and continuing with longing and anticipation to look forward to Christmas when we celebrate the birth of Jesus, our Emmanuel. We are reminded again that Emmanuel means our God with us. God truly is with us. I personally enjoy going back and reading through some of these ancient prophecies that we often read this time of year, as well as the account of the birth of Christ in the Gospels. But today I want to close with this one from Isaiah 9. Isaiah 9 starts out with the first verse says this: "Nevertheless, there will be no more gloom for those who are in distress." Isn't that a wonderful promise for us today? There will be no more gloom for those who are in distress. But the reason why, then a few verses down, is clearly given to us in Isaiah. "For unto us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government will be on his shoulders. And he will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Of the greatness of his government and peace there will be no end. He will reign on David's throne and over his kingdom, establishing and upholding it with justice and righteousness from that time on and forever. The zeal of the Lord Almighty will accomplish this." May you sense our God, the Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace, on this Sabbath day.